What's happening, y'all? So I thought I should go ahead and make this video because it is the truth and it's for those who speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? So my journey of truth has always been a conscious decision by me. You know, I just didn't know the right words to use. You feel me? I just been using discernment my whole life through the sources that I could or through the experience I had. You feel me? So, but it's always been the same thing. You feel me? I've always been interested in certain things. You know what I mean? It wasn't always about school, getting the homework done or none of that type of shit. But, you know, you best believe some of the shit in class I would be listening to because, you know what I'm saying, when people was talking, I'll be listening to hear what they talk about and hear if it makes sense. For some reason, I just always kind of did that. You know, that as you get older, you start learning some things about life that you could really make sense out of what's being put in front of you. You feel me? So I just want to go ahead and shout out. And first things first is shouting out Flight Boss, aka Doe Low, the Pilot Man, Archangel Uriel. You feel me? Shout out all the Uriel energies in the world. You know what I'm saying? Those incarnated, connected to Uriel. You know what I'm saying? Flight Boss, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate all the work that you done put in yourself and staying true to the mission and passing on the knowledge for those who seek. So then therefore those who are really interested, you know what I'm saying, in making life changes, you know, starting within, you know, it's the best place to go is literally to you. You know what I'm saying? And then I say place because, you know, channel, it's like a space, you know what I mean? They act like this shit's all real on the internet and shit, you know, but it is a real space, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you get into that place, that space of mind, when you listen to Flight Boss, man, he's going to put you right, you know what I'm saying? And everybody else, of course, they ain't on Flight Boss's level, you know what I'm saying? They ain't been putting in the work. And, you know, there may be other people out there that's been putting in the work and know what he knows, and they just didn't broadcast it the same way that he did. You know what I'm saying? But I just have to put this out there because everything that I've been doing, you feel me, has been especially increased by those who have put out the knowledge out there. You know, and it all started with me being a Christian. You feel me? That's where my spirituality was. It is something I could say I was attached to. You know, so this is coming from somebody who just said that they was a Christian, you know, or believed in God and read the Bible, you know what I'm saying, before actually looking into the details. You know what I'm saying? And so, of course, we're going to say we believe in God because how is he going to talk to somebody that believes, you know, in God, and that's the word that they use for the creator, but their viewpoints on what God did or how God did things, that's what all varies in different texts in the Bibles and whatever, you know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't for the people that was on YouTube, Young Pharaoh, you know what I'm saying, Brother Polite, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I shout out Flight Boss first, because even though he's the most recent person I came across, even though I watch other people's content sometimes, or, you know, I would see different things, Flight Boss is the one who actually makes the most sense. Real shit. So, and then also the people in life, like even the hardships. If it wasn't for the hardships that some weak ass spirits done put me through, then I wouldn't have been able to become the strong spirit that I am. You feel me? Because then I would have just been a weaker spirit. You know what I'm saying? Not to say a weak spirit, but I would have been weakening myself if I didn't go through those things. You know what I'm saying? So, then the day, I appreciate all those who have taught me things. You know what I'm saying? Grandfather, you know what I'm saying? Other people that try, you know, that try to be a good influence on my life. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who tried to be an angel in my life. Thank you. Thank you very much. And like I said, shout out to the archangels out there. Shout out to Flight Boss, because this shit's real. You know what I'm saying? We actually on a mission. This shit ain't no joke. And this is why every time some shit does happen in piece of shit, like, niggas do take that shit serious and will move accordingly, because, you know what I'm saying, life is important, and we have a calling inside ourselves. You know, in our spirit, we know we know we got work to do, you know, on this earth. You know what I'm saying? But until we, you know, really get to that point to where we get left with no choice but to do what we originally planned to do anyways without anybody else's influence, you know what I'm saying, we have to get to that point first. So everybody who puts you into that space of getting there, you know what I'm saying, salute them on the way, for real. Because shit, what space was you in, what mindset was you in before you did get into that point of no return? You know what I'm saying? Of no looking back. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say thank you, because Flight Boss, basically, other people too, you know, Young Pharaoh definitely came out with a lot of great shit. You know what I'm saying? But once Flight Boss popped onto my feed one day, you know what I'm saying, I was just like, oh shit, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard nobody come and make, even though I'm into straight knowledge, you know what I'm saying, you also make it entertaining. Like, I don't even need the entertaining part. You know what I'm saying? That's not even me. If I'm watching strictly for that, it'll be for that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of dudes be out here on the internet, and then they just want to spit on something they don't know nothing about. And that's why I give you your props, because you actually know what you're talking about. A lot of niggas don't know what they're talking about. You feel me? So, at the end of the day, you one of the ones out there, and still is out there, you know what I'm saying, doing what you do. So I salute you on that, and I salute the other people that's helped at least build the conscience, because it's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I still salute the people, even if they in my perception or other people's perception, ain't even on Flight Boss's level. And some people might even think that Flight Boss, you know, or any of the people like young YP, they didn't know that Brother Polite, that they ain't making nothing useful with the knowledge that they learned. They ain't building nothing, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be, or changing people's lives. You can say whoever is the best or whoever is the worst. It's just a fact. Like, when it comes down to making sense out of shit, that's what I see. So it's like people who done give me those gems in my life, people that done really broke shit down to me, or piece of information that was true, that was valid, that fit the piece of the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? I just appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? It could be OGs. You know what I'm saying? But most OGs they don't really even know shit. They just gonna basically put you on a path that they was already on type shit. Try to get you to do some shit that they couldn't reach. So that's their influence. They're like, yeah, you gonna become a mini me. You gonna do it better than I did though. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't even trying to be you. We just around each other type shit. We cool. You know. But hey, that's this live video. I just want to get out the way. So shout out to Flight Boss, shout out Young Pharaoh, shout out Brother Polite, General Seti. There's a bunch of people that I can't even remember. Their video just might have popped up. You know what I'm saying? Even that dude like Tyler JTI. He said some shit that's on point. You know what I'm saying? Even Conjure Queen. You know what I'm saying? And then the cool thing is I'm trying to tell you, like, bro, there's so many little channels and people that posted little snippets of info. When I heard something, I started doing research on it, that they posted shit. So it's thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. For real. For real. This spirituality shit and this war on this planet is hell. It's hell on earth. But the spaces that we exist in be heaven. You know what I'm saying? It's just when we start interacting with hell, shit starts getting fucked up. That's really all this shit is. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's up to us to make this bitch happen. And see, the problem is, what really don't make no sense, even though your granny and your auntie and everybody know, they're gonna be like, yeah, we living in hell, or they're gonna be like, we living in the book of Revelation. They're gonna say some shit, right? But they ain't gonna give you the game on how to make this bitch heaven. That's what they not finna do. So that's why I say I appreciate all the knowledge that motherfuckers done gave me, because it shows you how to use discernment internally first, whether you talk about the mind, body, spirit, internally, right? And then you start carrying out everything. So everybody who done given somebody real game, they actually was able to do that. They started winning this war. They started creating a heavenly mindset, a heavenly space, and they was able to conquer some shit, you know? But if you can't do that, then you can't create no space that's heavenly enough even for others to get into it. So everybody that's creating their own vibe, their own world, you know what I'm saying, they're able to do that. But if we don't get the right info, right, if people is misguiding niggas and shit, then it's fucked up. It's fucked up. You know, so even our grandmas and aunties and motherfucking uncles and shit, they didn't even know no better. They do want to see us do it better than them, but they wasn't even looking at the word or looking at anything being presented to them like how. They weren't trying to figure this shit out. They just said why. And then the why to it, they were told a why, and they're like, oh shit, that's some deep ass shit, and then they just believed it. But they wasn't trying to make sense out of it. They wasn't asking them real, just one word questions. How did this happen? You know what I'm saying? Why? Then you ask why. They was asking why before the how. That's wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to say why a team won. Shit, they have more fucking points on the fucking board, nigga. It's easy to say that. But how they won, then you're gonna break it down. Any sport, any race, any fashion, any fucking hip-hop Billboard chart, you're gonna be like, oh, how did they make it to the top of the chart? Because this is what they did. They got in the studio. Boom. They had beats from this crispy ass motherfucking producer. Boom. They had 3 fucking hit singles already. So it was bound they was going to #1. How they do it? You feel me? The how is always gonna show the proof in the pudding. And that's why I say Flight Boss. He broke down how people did it, or how they doing it now, and then he says why. The what is already a given. That's the topic at hand. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you know people is real stupid, and they don't want to be like, what? You know what I'm saying? They don't even know what the fuck you talking about. It's like, exactly. So if you don't really know the what, you already lost, so you can already win with that. But this ain't even a teaching video. You know what I'm saying? This is me just thinking, because it's raised me to a point that I know I'm one of those people who can broadcast my knowledge and everything I learned. You feel me? So as I do that, I can't remember where I come from, because I am also younger than these niggas too. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas is technically older than me. And then, you know, spiritually, I just know I'm on their level, because I got to the point to where now I could share some of the info. You feel me? I could teach, you know? And so that's why I'm trying to let them know, like, since it's my turn, you feel me? I'm going ahead and getting ushered in, you know what I'm saying, to this next reality. It's like, shit, I got to get my shout outs, because in my old realities, you know, a nigga was trying to put 2 and 2 together, and I already did it. But it's like I needed the confirmation. I needed to hear the words. It's like you need to know you're not crazy type shit. That's how we all do shit in this world, especially for our spiritual people. Nothing is a coincidence in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Everything is what it is. As above, so below, like Fight Boss would say. But yeah, shout out to them niggas. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? So let's stick to this mission. Everybody who tunes in to my videos, you know what I'm saying, over time, you know the mission. You feel me? You already on it. We there's no way we can cross paths. There's no way you could be that much into what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, on a realistic level, because I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying, just my energy, let alone, is gonna fucking get people off my motherfucking case. You feel me? You gonna want to get away from me if I'm on your ass type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, this is what it is, man. It's just a shout out, and we existed today, and I'm thankful for it. You feel me? And I'm thankful for this info because it's only enhanced my new reality. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, shout out to them niggas, and we gonna keep this shit moving.